coyotes got to him last night.
Picked him clean.
That's insane.
Oh.
Where do I begin? There ain't nothing in this world to help me win. And I keep pushing, but nothing's moving. And I can hear the devil calling out my name.
Right here, too.
Right
across from us.
Well, we're third season Colorado. We have 2 elk tags and 1 deer tag. We don't really know what to expect. We've never been here, never been on this unit, but we got 2-3 days to hopefully make it happen. So
We just got here and we're seeing some elk and some deer right now, so that's a good sign. All right, well, we're just driving roads and covering country, try to figure this unit out. It's kind of fun, try something new, different. I hear there's lots of elk here, so we'll see.
On this hunt, I'm with my brother Eric chasing the world's coolest animal, the mule deer. This is a 3rd season tag, which means we are hunting in the heart of November. Despite the unusually warm weather and lack of snow, we hope to find a few bucks pushing does.
found some more bucks, but they're both tiny. I don't know if the other one's a buck, but
Oh yeah, that one's a buck too.
here now we can all look at him. We got some elk spotted. Little raghorn rutting cows. Aaron said only 8 would be rutting right now, which is true because he's not going to have any fat for the winter. Keep looking. Peyton spotted a buck a long ways away and I got the spotter on him. It's a nice deer. Trying to find him, but it's a long ways away in the camera.
I saw him dip over.
No, he didn't. He's walking towards us.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I know I lost him off the skyline.
I'm trying to find him again. So, anyways, a nice deer, good forks everywhere. 26, 27 wide. Dark. Just a stud. 160, 170 type, I'd say. Maybe bigger. But he went in the shadows, now I'm trying to find him. I know I'm on him. I can't see him. What the heck?
So you got your spotter on.
It's a nice deer. As soon as I got the spotter on with the phone scope, he disappeared again. Good forks everywhere, good frame, good height, good width. It's a nice deer. Both matching deep back forks. I swear he's right where my spotter is.
I know he took like 2 steps to the right.
He's not over though, right?
He didn't go. He just had his head down, so I can't tell now.
We drove closer to where we had originally seen the buck, and Eric immediately picked him up. The buck had actually dropped off the top in a straight line directly to us and was only a couple hundred yards off the 2 track. With light fading quickly, we got set up to take a closer look.
What do you think? He's freaking coming closer.
Yeah. You want to kill him? It's like perfect footage. I say kill him.
Yeah,
I see him. Come on, huh? He looked good going away, but they always do. I can't see his body.
We couldn't have asked for a better day one. Lots of elk, a handful of deer, and although it was a buck I ultimately decided to pass on, it was fun to get the blood pumping.
He's on freaking. Did he hop the fence?
Yeah.
All right, well, we saw this buck, we chased him for a little bit, and then at last light, we had him right in front of us, 280 yards, and we were trying to decide. He's kind of on a borderline buck if we wanted to shoot him. He doesn't look super old to me, and he's got really nice back forks. He's got a nice right front, just a super crabby left front. I don't know. I almost thought about shooting him, but when I wanted to shoot him, Eric and the cameras weren't on him, and then
It was moving, so it's hard.
yeah. But I had him. I mean, I could have pulled the trigger a couple times. I don't know. It was the
You made the
first
right
day.
decision. If we see him again, then we'll know. So
First day. Who knows it'll be out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Good eye. You too. Good job. Man, I was dead
kinda
nuts
had
on him multiple times.
kind of had a feeling to come back down here again, and I saw him out of the corner of my eye.
This is our first morning we've been able to hunt. It's cold. My truck's saying 8 degrees, but I spotted some deer this morning. Eric's getting the spotter on him right now. No elk yet, but it's cold, so hopefully it's a good morning. A lot of stuff's moving around. It's cold. Dude, my ears are freezing.
No right front fork.
It's broken off.
Something. Now he's gonna. Yeah, not a buck we want to shoot.
There's a bunch of deer right there. It's probably those same ones though. Where? That is literally insane. We got probably 150 head of elk. We're trying to find a decent decent bull to shoot, but all we're finding is rags. They're getting nervous. They're starting to take off. So. Eric. They're bugling. Eric's trying to pick through 150 head. It ain't easy. Pretty nuts, though.
In Colorado, a bull is considered legal to shoot if it has at least 4 points on one side or brow tines longer than 5 inches. Although this herd has a legal bull or two, it wasn't the mature animal we were after. It was still fun watching and listening to this herd regardless.
Well, lots of elk. A couple tiny bulls. Freaking big boy's gotta be holed off somewhere. It's an eventful morning though. That was fun. Freezing.
Quick little bugger. Yeah, he's got a freaking rat in his mouth. Gosh damn. Oh, he went with that metal pipe.
After spending 35 days in the high country earlier this fall, a more relaxed hunt was greatly welcomed. While most of our hunts are physically tough, grinded out type of hunts, this hunt was more about staying in the glass and being patient, waiting for the right moment. There's something truly nostalgic about hunting late season mule deer. It's the smell of sagebrush, the glimmer of sunshine off the snow, bucks lip curling, and the old-time photos of guys in blue jeans and flannels holding up monsters that have always made this time of year magical.
We're trying to use this public pressure to our advantage. We got public pressure around everywhere. And hopefully push these elk into this little sliver of private that we do have access to. And so we're gonna see if we can turn something up. Rumor is there's a big bull around. We can see if we can find a buck or a bull.
Later that afternoon, we decided to hike into a small section of ground we hadn't checked yet that was completely encompassed by public land. It was thick, but we hoped that the public pressure would funnel animals into it. It didn't take long to start picking up sign and animals.
This is an elk highway. Holy smokes. That's insane. I think they're just freaking going across the highway every day and going back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth.
I looked up and saw some does kind of coming out of the snow and timber. I think Aaron saw them about the same time I did, but there's a little spike buck and then there's like a 150 plus buck that just came out. So glad to see some bucks with some does. Not the buck we're after though.
Well, Eric's on this buck. We got some friends that we're with. They're on the buck, so they're gonna shoot any second. So we might be able to show you guys this buck up close. Real close tonight. But we're gonna keep glassing. Looks like he's still set up on him.
After looking over those deer, we decided to hike back to the truck while we still had some light in case something popped out. On the way out, I spotted a string of does working their way across the top of a sagebrush bowl, but to my surprise, no buck was behind them. A couple of minutes later, when we were almost back to our truck, it happened.
Get your gun out. It's a nice deer. See a shooter?
He's coming back down. When I was getting it out. That way, and he started going back. He hit him, I think.
Seven PRC at 80 yards like that.
The way he ran away, he went to start going up this, and he.
Oh man, that was like it took Aaron a minute to find. Hey, his track's right here.
What ensued once we spotted and I shot this buck can only be described as absolute chaos. What happened is Eric spotted this buck at last light when we were almost back to the truck. Once I had a chance to look the buck over and realize it was a shooter, the buck took off simultaneously as I shot. Meanwhile, Peyton, our cameraman, had accidentally pushed the record button twice in the chaos, thus turning the recording off. This means we couldn't see where I'd hit the buck. This is all while the mic on our camera was turning on and off due to the battery dying in the cold weather. What could go wrong did go wrong in this moment.
All right, well, we're tracking blood. We got this blood right here. And I wish he would have obviously dumped right there, and I'm not happy. Right?
After initially only finding small bits of blood, we started to find multiple big pools of dark red blood. Even with finding the blood that we did, we felt the best decision would be to give the buck until morning, since we weren't exactly sure where I'd hit it.
I think we're just pushing him, so. Coyotes. Great. We tried to look back on the camera footage to see where I hit him, but unfortunately, in the chaos that ensued after we spotted that buck, Peyton accidentally hit the record button twice, and he actually turned it off. So he got the buck running away for a half a second, but that's it. So we're assuming that I hit a little bit low and probably brisket. I had the gun on the point of his shoulder, but I'm guessing just didn't have a steady rest, so I'm guessing I was a little bit low, but we found quite a bit of blood, so I don't know. We're gonna have to work our butts off to find him, but hopefully we get lucky. First light, we're gonna go back in to where we last saw blood. That buck went into this bowl, so we're gonna glass that bowl first. Then if we don't find him, we'll just get right back on blood. So I didn't sleep very good. It's nerve-wracking. Sucks.
Well, here's where it all went down last night. The bush I saw him at right about 80, 79 yards. We still had 5 to 10 minutes of light left, legal shooting light. But it was chaos, but we'll find him this morning. We'll find him. Let's go get him.
That makes more sense now.
Yards, 3 cows. Here we go, pushing them to the public. Boom, boom, boom.
All right. Here was last blood. So, we're gonna keep looking for blood and glassing this bull. Try to find him. I saw some.
He's completely ate to pieces. Dude, we'd have found him last night if we'd have... You're telling me if we would have went another 80 yards, we'd have found him?
Oh man, bittersweet moment. The buck is literally 40 yards from where we got last blood. 40 yards. If we would have just kept going, he was right there. But freaking coyotes got to him last night.
Picked him clean.
It's insane.
Oh. 40 yards. 40 freaking yards. He was...
As you could see, I was extremely upset with myself. Upset that I hadn't made a better shot. Upset that I didn't push 10 yards further. And upset that coyotes got to the buck before I did.
He was right here, dude. We were right there.
We were probably 10 yards from him. Not even 40, because last blood's right there. And he obviously bedded about right here.
What the...
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys have a feeling we needed to keep going last night? Did everyone feel...
No, I thought the smart thing was to leave him based on the blood, but... Oh, man. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
What a stud. Look at that buck, dude. Look, there's nothing we can do about the coyotes. Like, it is what it is. Look at the buck.
He's a stud. Holy.
Gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count his eye guards. 8 by 7.
Oh my gosh.
Is Kate good?
No.
You don't think you can take from... Dude, you might. It might be okay.
What a stud, dude. Wow.
None of us were expecting that.
No.
What a freaking stud right here. It's big.
Wow.
I'm just glad we found him. Like, there's a lot of negatives here. We could sit here and be upset, but like, there's nothing we could do to change it. Yeah, we should have pushed a little farther, but like,
10 more yards.
yeah, and we'd have found him dead laying there. But it is what it is. I think it's a gut shot. I don't think he hit brisket. And I should have known that based on the way I saw him hunched. Like I told these guys, this is what I saw him running around the corner. So a gut shot deer does.
We literally should have pushed 10 more yards and we would have saw him.
Dude, those front forks are insane. Like, this is his front fork. This is his front fork. This is his front fork. This is front fork, front fork. And then he's growing all these extras off his front fork.
All right, well, the 7 PRC hammered this buck last night. All we had to do was go another 10 yards, and we would have found him last night. He was laying here dead. But amazing buck, holy smokes. Buck of a lifetime. I don't even know what to say. I dreamt about a buck like this.
Gosh, what a giant. What a giant. I had a feeling Eric looked to your left when we were walking out, and I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Sometimes you gotta listen to those little promptings. Aaron shot him, and here we have it. We should have walked a little bit further, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's hunting. There's a lot of freaking studs. Tron, Genesis Mega, now this freaking, what are we gonna call this guy?
A buck of this caliber, and really every animal we pursue, deserves to go out better. With that being said, Eric was right. I couldn't do anything to change the situation. It was what it was. I could either cry or look on the positive side of things. I was grateful to have notched my tag on such an amazing buck, and grateful I was able to salvage some of the meat.
Eric's helping me get this caped out right now. Gosh, still just in awe of how amazing this buck is. Just a freaking beautiful deer. I'm in awe. I've never had an animal get eaten by coyotes like this before. First for me. It sucks. Sucks that I don't get all of this meat, but we're gonna salvage everything that we can and just try to be happy and positive because we found him. He's an absolute stud, and just trying to enjoy this moment. So glad Eric and Peyton could be with me. My biggest buck to date, and just couldn't be more grateful. We're gonna have a couple quarters that are good. So got the Muley Freak, new Muley Freak game bags here. We're gonna get this shoulder off and get going, quarter them out and get headed back. So we're getting there. Eric's doing a really good job at caping it. We're gonna, try to save this cape and so that we can get them mounted. New Muley Freak game bags.
Just stuck a piece of loose meat in here. We wanted to make a bag that was kind of easy to carry for all the loose meat stuff. And a zip open bag, so it's nice. You can lay this down, do your work. You don't need a second person to hold the bag. So that was kind of the purpose behind that. So
Got one side of this buck done, salvaged back strap, got a shoulder off, neck meat. So I'm grateful for what we do have and what we are getting. So back strap, baby.
Where do I begin? There ain't nothing in this world to help
Eric
me
just got
win.
this buck caped off.
I keep pushing.
Gosh, absolute stud. Grateful we were able to salvage a little bit of meat, and just what dreams are made of right here.
Sticking those outside the bag, or?
Every day until it's over. over, and my thoughts run wild inside my head, but I push them to the side to breathe instead. And how could I ever turn these broken dreams into something real? Please tell me how.
Headed back.
Could I ever
Heavier than we came in,
make
Not as heavy as we'd like.
but not as heavy as we'd like. Still an awesome day.
Let's go. All right, well, loaded up. Peyton, Eric, and Aaron. Heck of a day. Coyotes. Looks like these guys need to do some coyote control here. Lose a buck like that to coyote sucks, and to think that we only need to go another 10, 20, 30, who knows. Not very many more yards, literally right before I stopped. You can see that hair is right where he was. Gosh, you don't want to jump a wounded buck in the dark and not be able to shoot him, so that was kind of why I stopped.
fell short? When the sun goes down, no use in fighting. All these demons in my mind come uninvited. And people will say they love you till their needs are met. They'll stab you, then deceive you. And I feel used and almost empty. Yeah, I'm working on my life, but earning pennies. And how could I ever turn these broken dreams into something real?
Shotgun it.
Really? I'm not. I want to enjoy it. That's good.
Dang good.
Prime, Jake,
Paul?
please.
I think Logan's in charge of it, not
Mr.
Jake.
Paul?
Mr. Paul, Logan. Hey, sorry about that.
Logan and KSI.
That's right. You don't even sponsor your own brother. Anyways.
We spent the next 3 days hiking all over the surrounding mountain peaks trying to dig up a mature bull. Although we didn't have a problem finding elk, we couldn't find a big bull to save our lives. And knowing that we had meat in our freezers this year, we weren't pressed to shoot a small bull just to shoot one. Even though we didn't fill our elk tags, we had some awesome encounters with big herds of elk, more mule deer, and enjoyed the breathtaking views the Rocky Mountains have to offer. Until next time, Colorado.
There ain't nothing in this